Well, as expected, the things are getting tougher and tougher for Sheikh Hasina. Remember, she was ousted in a student uprising, massive one, in which large number of students died. More than 250 students are believed to have died officially, whereas the actual number, according to reports on the ground, was around 600. Now, there has been several petitions which have been filed against her and around 45 Awami League leaders in the Crimes Tribunal in Dhaka. And according to one of the tribunal's judgment, an arrest warrant has been issued against her as well as 45 of those Awami League leaders. She has to be back in Dhaka to be tried, and this is by 19th of November. Well, now the problem over here are manifold. First of all, she is no longer there in Dhaka. Remember when that uprising took place, largely propelled by the students protesting on the streets of Dhaka, emerging out of the Dhaka University, Dhaka College as well, because they found her government to be corrupt and also accused of many crimes against the people of Bangladesh. She had fled. She is now in India. And of course, the Dhaka authorities have been reaching out to Indians authorities as well as the interim government have been also making this appeal that she should be allowed and she should be sent back to Dhaka. So far, the Indian government has been reluctant. She hasn't got any kind of a protection or asylum from any other countries in the world, nor has she got any visa. So as of now, she is underground, she is in a safe zone, and there is no knowledge, public knowledge really, about the whereabouts of Sheikh Hasina. So what next? Well, what next really happens is that officially after the arrest warrant has been issued, an appeal will be made to the Indian government to hand her over. Now, this is a fear as far as the Indian government is concerned, which has always considered Sheikh Hasina to be one of their friends and a friendly neighbor. They know that the moment that she is brought back and a flight lands on Dhaka soil, she will be immediately arrested and tried for these kind of crimes. She and 45 of the Awami League leaders are accused of leading to a death or causing the death of the student protesters and inhuman treatment being meted out to them. Now, that's one of the main reasons why she has made this plea for fleeing from Dhaka, is that she fears for her life. In fact, almost all of the Awami League leaders have gone underground. They're nowhere to be seen. In fact, there have been reports that many of the journalists and other people who are considered to be close to Sheikh Hasina and Awami League are also facing action. They are being targeted. They are living in a life of fear. Now, of course, the interim government of Bangladesh has continuously kind of rejected these kind of theories and allegations, saying that no one is being unfairly targeted. But if you have violated the law, if you have caused the death of innocents, then you of course should be tried. You cannot run away. In fact, the BNP leaders have been telling us also that if she really has nothing to fear and if she thinks that she has done nothing wrong, what is stopping her from coming back to her country? Why has she fled her own country and cared only about her life? Come back here, fight the case, and also ensure that you go scot-free and the verdict goes in your favor. So it remains to be seen whether the Indian government would want to release her, what kind of pressure will come on the Indian government, because this can also be a diplomatically tricky situation for us. Of late, we have been seeing that the interim government has been having a blow-hot, blow-cold relationship with India, whereas India has been reaching out to Bangladesh saying that there's a very close tie, but we have raised multiple issues, for example, targeting of the Hindus over there, and an assurance has always come in from the interim government that we would, of course, want to improve our relationships with India. Now, in case Sheikh Hasina is not sent back, could that jeopardize ties between the two neighbors once again? Will it make things difficult for India? Can India afford this, considering the fact that around our country, our ties with many of our neighbors are actually not all that great? I mean, for example, we all know about the tension between Pakistan and India for that matter. So this pressure diplomatically certainly will mount on the Indian government.